Hello guys, welcome back to another video.
What's this?
You might ask yourself, did Raptor finally snap? Did he go insane? First of all, yes. But secondly, there's more evidence for this theory than you might actually think. But to be honest, just a single piece of evidence is more than you're probably going to think. But after watching the latest episode of Murderlands, I found what maybe is a little inconsistency with the dialogue that made me look a bit more into this theory. And I mean, before anyone says I'm overanalyzing stuff, first of all, the last time that I overanalyzed stuff, I was calling Sin a demon / god / whatever, and this is somewhat true. And also nobody overanalyzed this one shadow in the episode, cabin fever. Now see to what it has lead us.
Get snuck upon.
But the first thing that made me come up with this theory was a line of Nori where she says,
Then the planet kinda half imploded anyway. Humans all woke up on the surface, brain scrambled enough to have a kid, and the rest is dumb, stupid history.
okay, after rewatching this, I could have sworn Nori said I woke up like this, like she was talking about her slimy heart monster form, whatever. But apparently she didn't, which means she technically still could be alive as a worker drone, which would be unlikely because of another reason the past Raptor is going to tell you right now. Brain scrambled enough to have a kid. This line could imply two things. Either that Nori made a child and didn't realize that she made a child, like 10 out of 10 parents. I'm feeling bad for Uzi with those two parents. But the second reason could also be that she doesn't remember making a child with Khan. Which, first of all, I'm not questioning the ethics of how drones can make childs biologically, but I'm just going to assume it works like with humans, because otherwise, yeah, I don't know. I think Liam Vickers didn't even thought of this. But that she doesn't remember making a child could imply that she wasn't in control of her body at this moment. Because even though we have seen how Nori was apparently cured from the absolute solver by throwing her as a crucifix in the face and also cutting off her hand. But this didn't actually cure her, because after she had the cross in her face, I think I don't have to tell you how USBs works, but you have to put it into the right cord and not just smash it through the computer screen. And also, even if it works like this, then the solver should be cured and not be longer able to spawn a black hole. And even if this part is cut off, Nori is later seen in the pictures with a second hand, which means it's regrow. And as we saw by Uzi, just because you cut off the hand with the solver doesn't mean you cure the solver with it. But maybe this program made just Nori useless as a host, which means Sin could still control her, but couldn't take her as a host. So she used Nori to create a new host, which would be Uzi, which could also explain why both of them have admin rights or administrator rights, because if you can see shortly, in the scenes where N reboots in the first few episodes, you can mostly see that the administrator is CYN, which means Sin, but later, after the episode where Uzi controlled V and N's mind, the administrator tag changed to Uzi, which first of all, Uzi can now control N at will. Okay, that makes for interesting fan art. And secondly, those are the only two administrators we ever see in the entire show, which could mean that Sin used Nori's body and Nori's genetics to produce another suitable host for Sin for whatever her big plan will be. But what will this plan actually be? To be honest, I have no idea. Like, I personally think there could be multiple reasons. The main one, that if she wants to blow up a planet, she needs to go to the core of the planet and sacrifice one of her bodies to explode the planet, to destroy all the humans on it. But as we know, on Copper 9 there are no more humans. And after this last scene, which is extremely confusing, like literally, why is Uzi floating out there in space with obviously an exploded Copper 9, which maybe just could be a dream sequence, but all of this doesn't really make any sense anymore. The last but most laziest point would be that Sin just wants more power or needs a new body because she blew up her old one. But like, what comes after that? You know what I mean. So what this means for the theory is, because we don't know what Sin's end goal is. We can't know how true this theory is because we don't know if she actually needs a new host, because in the scene where Tessa, which is Sin, talks to Doll, Sin says that the solver doesn't need you anymore, which could either reference that Uzi is already the main host for Sin's new body, or because Sin doesn't need either of them anymore and has already found a new host, or has already his old body. Because if you didn't know, at least that's how I interpreted it, Sin's old body is in the, I don't know if I can say this, in the skin of Tessa. I mean Fortnite skin, YouTube, please don't But before I wrap this up, I have one please to Liam Vickers. Please keep the design of Sin, or at least don't go back to the old one we had in the Mansion episode. Like the first one with Jay was cool. I like the one with Sin as body. Uzi with the yellow eyes and tentacles of Sin is, in my opinion, the best Uzi design. And I mean, Liam Vickers cooked with the Tessa design. But the thing in the mansion, I really don't like that. Like in the scene where Tessa jumps down into the hole and we only see tentacles, I already was afraid that this version of Sin already will be gone again. And we have only those stupid cameras, which don't even have a main body. The version with Jay as head has at least a main body that you can be afraid of, but the cameras are just floating tentacles off screen, which I find really terrible. But now as a conclusion, is this theory actually insane? Yes. Is there some truth to it? Maybe, because it all depends on what Sin's end goal is. And because we have not a single clue what it could be, I can't draw a final conclusion if this theory is an interesting thought or just headcanon. I'm interested to see if we already got some foreshadowing what Sin's plan will be, and we just will get it revealed after the episode 8 comes out. But now I would like to hear what you think about this theory. Not just is it stupid, I already know that. I mean, how much do you like the thought that Uzi's actual mother is Sin? It could also be the reason why Nori tries to distance herself from Uzi so much. But I hope you enjoyed it regardless. I wish you all a great day. You can tell past Raptor how good the Amazing Digital Circus episode was. And remember,
What have you done?